Hello and welcome to my June favourites video. I had a little week off from filming, so this is a little bit later than we had scheduled, but I really hope this does find you well and that you're keeping okay. Just like with my last video, there will be links and resources about Black Lives Matter kind of activists, writers and all round good things in the description of this video, so if you haven't had a look already, please do. But yes, this month I have got some apps, I've got some documentaries, I've got some books and some all round good times hopefully for you to enjoy, so yeah, let's get to it. So my first recommendation for you is a book recommendation in the form of Natives, Race and Class in the Ruins of Empire by Cargle. Just in case you did not know, Cargle is also a musician, but this is partly autobiographical but also very history-led look framed through his experiences as a mixed-race kid growing up in the 80s in the UK. And it does an amazing job of pulling in all of the history and experiences that aren't taught in the UK's educational system as part of our colonial history, as well as talking about his life as well. It's one of those reads where you just want to bookmark everything. I am reading it again and highly recommend doing so because there is so much in here. But yeah, I just think it is a phenomenal piece of writing and yeah, please check it out. I have a furniture favourite for this month. If you're in Northampton, hopefully you have also heard of Vintage Guru, which is a beautiful shop that has all manner of vintage clothing. There's kind of home bits, there is some furniture, all sorts of good times, but there is also this bamboo footstool, which hopefully I'm showing you in a cutaway now, that I absolutely love. I was not a fan of our front room. We have very different taste in the flat, so yeah, we've kind of got half past nowhere in decorating it, but having set this up in the corner, I'm really enjoying it. It's got some plants for company, and yeah, I'm just really liking how it's made the space be. On the same day that I got the beautiful footstool, I also got this beautiful book, which is Leaf Supply, a guide to keeping happy houseplants by Lauren Camilleri and Sophia Kaplan, which is from 32 The Guild, who is one of my clients and also is my favourite shop in Northampton, hands down. This is a really lovely look at houseplants, so not just guide pages looking at different varieties and different species, and a really good information overview of how to look after them, but there are also really lovely interviews with plant lovers, and it's just gorgeous. I mean, you could just put it on your coffee table and live your best life if you really wanted to. Really lovely photography inspiration galore if you're also a visual person, but yes, I really enjoy it. I cannot wait to finish it. Yeah, I think it's beautiful. I have an app recommendation for you. In fact, I have two of them. One of them, the first one, is Shine, which is a really lovely mindfulness app that has daily check-ins, so a little kind of like journal style check-in. You can log your mood, you can log what you're grateful for, and it also has a little community tab as part of it as well. I just think this was such a happy little find. I can't remember how I came across it, but I have a feeling it was thanks to Spotify's daily wellness playlists, which I recommend having a look at if you haven't already. I think that's really sweet. But yes, I think they pulled one of the podcast episodes for that. It is a really lovely little space to find guided meditations, find really great mindful articles, all suggested in a really friendly and warming little design, and I signed up for the membership like straight away. I just thought it was so lovely and I have been really enjoying it. I think I downloaded it about a week ago and I am such a fan. If that sounds like your kind of thing, hit up the App Store. I think it's wonderful and hopefully you will too. Another app is Avocation. So it is an app that helps you to build habits, and I've taken quite a long time trying to find a habit tracking app that I really liked. I had some that were just tick boxes with reminders, all kinds of ones that didn't really click or resonate with me, but I really like Avocation because it lets you grow a little plant. So it reminds me a lot of the Forest app. Basically, I'd been looking for an app that had positive reinforcement and a really like sense of like fun to it, and that's exactly what Avocation does. So I really enjoy that it gives you little articles on how to set a habit, to kind of give you some mindfulness and some insight and learn how habits work. My lovely friend Luce of Lucien Coaching has finally helped me realise that setting a habit is something you can only do one habit at a time, rather than my previous approach of trying to fix everything all at the same time. So my current goal is meditation, and I think I'm on like a 9-day streak at the time of filming. Not 100% sure, but I really love it, and ever since I downloaded it, that was the streak that I managed to get on. So really big fan. It's really lovely. So I have 2 linked favourites. One of them is the app Notion. So Notion is a really robust kind of project managing, note-taking workspace kind of app, which basically you can use in whichever way you fancy. I'll include some people who already use Notion and have really good guides on how they use it. But basically I have used it to track everything. I've now got all kinds of lists that I had dotted across different apps in one place. I've got a weekly dashboard that I have, ways of logging articles I find interesting across the internet. Notion makes it really easy to save them. It's amazing. It's one of those things that it's similar to Asana, it's similar to Evernote in a lot of ways, but it kind of combines the two. I think it's the best like tool of its kind that I have come across. So the reason why I came across it and someone that I definitely recommend as a starting point for explaining it and helping you understand it is Michelle B on YouTube. She is a lovely Aussie YouTuber who talks about productivity and goals, that kind of thing, and she just seems really lovely, and she is a big Notion fan, but I found her talking about life and goal setting and all kinds of good things that I really enjoy. I've been watching her videos to kind of like pep me up when there's stuff that I really don't want to do, and it actually does work. It's not just procrastination, I promise. But yeah, so if you're someone who really likes learning about how to manage bits of your life more easily, I think you'll really enjoy her content. The last thing I have to talk about is a Netflix documentary called Disclosure. So Disclosure talks about portrayals of trans characters on screen, so looking way back in kind of cinema history up until now, and it's a fascinating and moving take on how we have viewed transgender people, not just on screen but in our society. It was really eye-opening. It was upsetting at times, but it's so incredibly well done, and it certainly opened my eyes to even trans characters that I had seen in a really positive light, and many of the people interviewed also saw or had seen in a positive light. I thought it was really good they also dissected and discussed their problematic aspects as well. So really, really eye-opening. I think it's really important also. So yeah, definitely go have a look. Those are all of my favourites. I feel like I've rambled, so I really apologise if that was indeed the case. But yes, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're all doing well. Let me know of anything that you have enjoyed this month. I would love to include it next month. And please take a look again at the resources that I have linked in the description for you. Thank you so much. Take care, and I'll see you again soon.